I reached 2000 ELO in Master Class in Pokémon Unite, and here is how I did it. Once you reach trainer level 6, you can play ranked games in Unite. So you will be starting out in beginner class, fighting all the way up to master class. While that alone can already be challenging, once you reach master class, the whole system changes. You will start out with 1200 points, and for every win you will gain 12 to 13 points, and for every lose you will lose about 8 points. So essentially you can say you will gain more points for winning than you will lose for losing. So even with a negative win rate, you will gain ELO just by playing. However, the further you get up, the points you will be winning are going down. Essentially that means at around 16 to 1700 you will already gain as much as you lose. Therefore at this point you do actually need a positive win rate in order to go further. Now, here comes a big problem. In Pokémon Unite there's no separated solo duo / flex queue, unlike in most MOBAs. Essentially that means you playing solo queue are in the same ranked system as a big squad playing as a 5-stack, which means it is way harder for you to actually get that high ELO and have that consistent win rate in a solo queue compared to the 5-stack. Long story short, these top 100 players right here, going from 2500 to 3000 ELO, are all playing in a big stack and therefore can have a consistent win rate, unlike the solo queue players who always have random teammates, which can be from anywhere in the master class because there is no ranking inside of the master class. Now, why is all of that important? Well, most pro players appear to put the border of what you can reach playing solo queue only in between 2000 and 2100, which is exactly where I am at least, so the theory. I kinda want to try getting even higher than that. But that is not the topic of the video. You wanna know how to get good in Pokémon Unite. I have thought a lot about it and I think I've came up with 3 very important points which I'm gonna share now. Number 1, leveling. Fact of the matter is, the higher level you are, the higher chances you have winning a fight. This game is all about getting that Dreadnought, that Rotom, and most importantly that Zapdos to really win the game. And therefore you should absolutely spend every single free second you have leveling up. Additionally, the early farm is the most important. Here's a little snippet from an older video of mine. Both bot lane and top lane should really stick to one route. As you can see here, these are all the Pokemon that spawn in the first minute. So if you're on the top lane, you just take these 4 monkeys and then you go straight to the Corphish. Why? While everything is pretty much mirrored for both teams, there is only one Corphish for the top lane. So whichever team gets the Corphish has a tiny bit of XP advantage here. The same goes for the bot lane. So you take the 4 monkeys first, then you go for the middle Audino, and then the rest of the Audinos. While that is pretty self-explanatory, you're gonna have a really rough time if you are on a lane making a little bit less damage, so you take longer making those 4 monkeys. It's kinda tough to do this in solo queue, but if you're playing duo on a lane, literally skip 1 APOM, let it stand there safe in your base, nobody's gonna take it, and you can come back to it later to get those safe levels. Now, while we are already talking about it, here's a really important point. Do not, I repeat, do not take your jungler's early farm if you are not jungle. If your jungler is under leveled at the first Dreadnought, that is pretty unfortunate. Imagine a Decidueye still being level 6, he is gonna be pretty useless. Now, without explaining the whole leveling and XP system, you pretty much get XP for everything, including putting points into an opponent's goal. However, keep in mind that you always ideally wanna overkill those goals. Meaning, if there is a goal that has 2 HP left and you have 3 modes to put in there, I would think about it if you really wanna do that, especially if it is the outer goal, meaning the easiest goal to reach, nobody can jump on it. It would be a really bad decision to destroy the goal with just 1 point overkill. The next big important point is timing. And with that, I don't just mean knowing when the first Dreadnought, Rotom are up at minute 7 or Zapdos at minute 2. No, I mean knowing your Pokemon and knowing the map. Once you really figured out the movement speed, the attack speed of your main Pokemon, you're gonna gain a muscle memory for all of that. So that pretty much comes with simply practicing. All of that also applies for your deposit speed, so you will be able to know if a deposit is worth it if you can make it on time. And if you're close to minute 2, you might want to wait a little for depositing your points to get that spicy double. Lastly, we need to talk about positioning, both in a team fight and also on the map in general. The minimap on the top left is your most important tool in the game. Map awareness is really important. You can see where your teammates are in a fight. You can see who is there for Dreadnought or Rotom. Do your teammates need help? Where do you need to defend? And where do you have a free lane for depositing? How often do I check the minimap? Literally every 2 to 3 seconds. Secondly, positioning yourself properly in a team fight and before Zapdos is really important too. For example, if you are playing Decidueye, you are such a glass cannon, you do not want to be the first one to enter a grass and not be right in the front line. You rather need to stay back and try to help from there. Now, I figured a list is cool and all, but let me just show you in action. I'm already spamming the L button because usually this lobby is quite laggy on my OG Switch and I need to get that mid lane first. Here we go, we got it. Central area secured and we are playing Decidueye. I'm playing Decidueye with these items right here. Playing full attack, you could also go full crit and other ways of course. I just like the attack speed, the movement speed and the stack attack right here. That's just maximum attack damage I'm going for. Alright, let's go. Let's have a look. We have the grass side of the map. Means Lillipup will go top once attacked. If we were on the desert side of the map, Lillipup would go down instead. Barely anyone knows that, but that's a little tip on the side here. Now let's dodge that, and I usually like standing in the grass here because I can make damage, I'm in range, but the Pokemon will simply reset and not damage me, because they'll just walk back as soon as they reach me. Now, let's have a look. Where do we want to go? Okay, I'm taking the Corpus here first, and then go to the top lane here. That Lucario is already trying to deposit stuff. Let's get this Corpus and get level 5. I like to evolve on this pad so we don't waste any time, because we have to stand still while we evolve anyways. And we're here. Alright, we gotta wait 10 seconds until the bees spawn and we can secure those bees. This is a risky lane here, especially for me as a small burp. Against Lucario and Absol, it's a really rough one, because they don't need to evolve. They're ready to go, but we got this. Now let's secure this farm. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And we can already... I'd like to deposit here, but now I'm a little late. Might still be able to do it. There we go. I like that. And let's get out of here. Alright. Opponents have a Hoopin again on the team. Just realized that. Ooh, they might need help. Nope. Alright. Let's not attack. I need to farm. I need to farm. Also, really important, I want to mention this on the side here. If you're not the jungler, do not take the early jungle farm. Do not do that. If your jungler is underleveled, it's really rough. And that can lose you the game. So don't ever do that. Don't take the early farm. Alright, let's continue. We're level 7, that's nice. We have about a minute until Dreadnought and Rotom spawn. You usually want to go for the first... Where'd Absol go? You want to go for the first... There he is. For the first Dreadnought, make sure to secure that one so your team gets a shield and a lot of XP as well. There we go. We're level 8. Kinda want to be level 9 here, but not gonna make that on time. Being level 9 at Dreadnought is obviously very optimal, but rough to do. Level 8 is rather where you will be at, or be at least level 7. There we go. Lootin', shootin', tootin', the usual. There we go. We got one. Let's shoot an arrow in there. Okay, I hit all 3 of them. That's really nice. There we go. Machamp putting in the work. Now let's secure this Dreadnought real quick. Charging up a snipe. There we go, next level. We might as well take some of them here. if we can. And I will immediately walk back, recall back and run for the top lane, because we want to secure that Rotom right afterwards. Hasn't been started yet, but now hopefully will be. Let's go ahead and do that. Ideally we want to do that before the opponents show up. They already did though, but I think we get this in the pockets. Just gotta make sure. There we go. Let me just ult right in here. Secure that one. Now we can shoot our ults. We got 2. There we go. Another one. Perfect. Now we are level 10, minute 5. Let's try getting level 11 already. And oh, you can have that one. That's fine. Want my teammates to level as well. Let's make sure our goal does not get destroyed here. Mr. Mime, Mr. Mime. There we go. Alright, let's keep on leveling, I guess. Not much else to do here. We just gotta wait and level until the next objectives are up. We have 30 seconds for Dreadnought. Let's have a look what's going on here. I think we could... 20 seconds. If we get that second one, would be really nice as well. Now let's stop here real quick, because I want to tell you about my own personal aiming technique, which I haven't shared before, and I also do not recommend for beginners at all, but only for advanced players. What am I talking about? Well, I do not use the auto aim at all whatsoever when I play this 𝗺𝘂𝗀𝗰. Instead, I manually aim every single charge up shot. Why would I do that? Well, literally because then I can aim off center. Think of it that way. If you aim at a opposing Pokemon in the center, you will hit it unless they step aside or eject. Now, if you aim off center into, let's say, the right direction, in case they step aside or eject aside to the right, you might still hit them, instead of only hitting them when they stand where they are. So essentially, you need to try to predict where your opponent could go, and then you can aim a little bit off center into that direction, and give yourself an extra chance of hitting. So in this case, where Mr. Mime already stepped to the left side in order to dodge my shot, I was pretty sure he's gonna come back to the right and then walk towards the goal zone, which indeed is the safest route to escape. Be really nice as well. Let's get that one. Nice one. Ooh, didn't hit him. Alright, I will obviously stand always quite on the back lines. Oh, we didn't get that one. Wow. I am such a glass cannon. There are so many, even normal ability attacks that can... I think we got it. Yep. Got the snipe on that one. Hey, hit it. There's so many normal attacks, not even Unite moves, that can literally one-shot me as this 𝗺𝘂𝗀𝗧. So that's crazy. We have time. I will walk to the top lane and farm on the way. Alright, Rotom's up. I prefer not being the first one to walk up there because I'm so squishy. Let's say, oh, there's the ult. So I still have time to use my ult right now. Before Zapdos, always save your ult for Zapdos. But we have enough time right now. Means I can use mine and I will have it again when Zapdos is up. Let's snipe that fella. Nice one. And we have a free Rotom here. Don't even have to snipe it. That's really nice. It's always also cool having a Rotom right before Zapdos. But that's not gonna happen here. I might die because positioning is everything. You don't want to be caught as a 𝗺𝘂𝗀𝗧. There are so many balls laying up there. Let's see. Nice one. Got him. We even put some motes in there. That's really nice. We have 30 seconds for Dreadnought. However, there's not that much time because Zapdos will spawn in 40 seconds. We have like 20 seconds for this Dreadnought. Technically possible, but we might have the deciding team fight down here at Dreadnought already. In case. The whole team's here though. I like that. I'm a fan of that. Let's put some motes in. They are on the top lane. I'm okay with that. Destroying that outer gold before minute 2 as well. That is alright with me. Let's just make sure to be all prepared. And I wouldn't fight here. I need to make sure to have a good positioning. Alright, my ult isn't up yet, but will be soon. Let's get that Dragonite. Got him. Let's help those teammates up there. That's bad, that's bad, that's bad. I need to make sure to not get caught here because I'm instantly dead. If so, now I would say let's go ahead and start Zapdos. We have the momentum. They have to stand back kinda. 2 are already still dead, and I will straight up ult here. Make sure we get that one. That's why you save the ult. And we have Zapdos. Really nice, didn't even have to snipe him. And normally I would not even deposit here and just call back and defend because I am so fast dead, and in case our whole team dies we can still defend because I'm alive. However, we are really wrecking them right now. Means I can pretty much stand here and I'm super close to our bot lane already to make sure nobody's getting through here and depositing anything. This one has 35 HP left, and there is the surrender. GG, well played. Take optional screen cap. And here you go. I hope I shared some valuable insight. Let me know if you learned something new in the comments, and make sure to subscribe if you want to see more of that kind of content. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time.